To work on the work item that has been assigned to her. She marks that as in progress and she starts looking at some of the code. She goes to the pending changes view, makes some changes which become the outgoing change set. Notice there is no flow target attached to this workspace, so she goes and says change flow target, selects a stream, to flow to that, so that her changes flow to the stream. She goes ahead and from within Visual Studio associates a work item. She remembers a work item that was something like build break, finds the work item and assigns to it, and she tries to deliver. Okay, so the delivery fails because the preconditions have not been met, and in this project the precondition that has been set is that work item should have a specific approvals. Anyway, we'll not go further on this trail because during all these things she discovers that the defect is not actually on her side but it's a server side problem. So she can go ahead and let's see what change she made first. So this is the change that she has made, which is here. Now since she is not going to deliver this change, she can go ahead and discard the change, or she can suspend it. If assuming that she decides to suspend the change set because that's not going to fix the current problem. So the change is taken out from her workspace, from her sandbox, and it is kept in a suspended folder in the workspace. She goes back to her work item, and since she figured out that the defect is on the server side, she can stop working on it. She can also do a quick edit and pass the feedback to Jerry. She assigns it back to Jerry and she changed the filed against component to Java. So the server client has moved. So the work item has actually now moved to Jerry and it's filed against the Java server. Focus now shifts to Jerry. So Jerry will figure out that some new defect has been assigned to him. He has, again, as I said, various ways of figuring this out, but let's look at the more traditional way now. So he sees that open assigned to me query returns a work item. He can click on that to see the details. He notices what Cindy has said and he starts his investigation. So let's say that he has already loaded the workspace and is working on it. In fact, actually he has not done that. So let's go ahead and load the workspace. So the local disk is populated with the changes that are there in the workspace. Notice Jerry loads only the server component. He is not interested in the C# client part of it. And in the package explorer we can see the code here. So without much further ado, we come here, we open and we identify, we go through the code and find that okay, we are explicitly converting it to a lowercase, which should not have happened. So in fact we can go ahead and delete this, and that should probably solve the problem. But now the issue is, how will Cindy know the problem has really been fixed, and how the things are communicated to Cindy? and how does Jerry knows for sure that that's really the case. So let's go ahead and fire a build. Okay, before firing the build we really want to deliver these changes, so we go ahead. Again we have unresolved changes, we go and say check in and deliver. There is a work item, so that's the one we want to associate it with. We finish, and okay, the same process that kicked in the Visual Studio client kicks in here and says that it does not meet the specific approvals. So we go to the work item. Notice the change set that Jerry has made is already attached in this work item. We go to approvals and we explicitly ask for approval. Let's say that we ask for approval from the build master, who also in this case happens to be the project lead and is also doubling up as build master. So Jerry selects build master to be the approver. The build master will get a notice that approval is pending for him. He can also change the state of work item to start working. So let's open the web client, because as we noticed earlier, the build master or the was working using the web client. From the web client he notices that there is approval pending for him. He can browse, he can see the links, he can see the change set that Jerry has attached. Assuming that he does not works on a thick client and he is only the browser based client is all that he uses, he can actually see and can do a validation that okay, this seems like a right thing to do. So he goes back to the work item in the approvals, satisfying himself. He says okay, I approve it, and does the approval. So move back to Jerry's client in Eclipse side. This time Jerry tries to redo the operation that failed earlier, so he goes ahead and says deliver, and sure enough the delivery succeeds.